Good morning, Bobcats. Welcome back. Let's start with a joke. What do you call a spirit who gets too close to the campfire? A toasty ghosty.
Toasty ghosty. Here are some announcements for you today. 7th and 8th grade girls basketball tryouts are today and tomorrow. So 8th grade tryouts already began this morning at 6:30, which means if you weren't there, not a great start, but you're still awesome, so you can wow them enough by coming tomorrow to make up for it. Those of you in 7th grade, you got tonight and tomorrow night. So 8th graders, 6:30 in the morning, 7th graders, 6:30 at night. Good luck.
Wrestling tryouts are today at 4 o'clock in the Ricks Center, so if you think you can rock a singlet, here's your chance. Get it done, my friends.
I look so good in a singlet. So I've been thinking a little bit, not about singlets, that would be weird. What I have been thinking about is the concept of failure. So I want to talk to you just a second about this. We've put together our nominees for the Hope Squad, and this week we'll be having a meeting with them and they'll decide if they want to move forward with that. So we are very close to having a Hope Squad in place. So starting next week, you'll be able to hear from Hope Squad members on Monday. I want to talk a little bit about the concept of failure today. What is the difference between being a failure and failing? And that's what I want you to focus on. This is a mindset thing. So in our school district, we have some really high expectations. When it comes to morals, our expectations are really high, and that's great unless you fall short. We have really high expectations for athletics, sports, competitions of all type, and that's great unless you fall short. And we have really high expectations for academics, which is awesome unless you fall short. So the question is, what happens if you do fall short on something like that? Well, what happens is kind of up to you. There will be consequences, right, that are out of your control. You might have a parent who gets upset, and those are things that we can't control. But what happens inside here, you can control. So here's what I want you to consider. If you fall short on any of those things, it does not mean that you are a failure. It just means that you failed in that thing. You're not a failure, you just fell short. So that's not a bad thing, because you can learn from that and you can get better and you can grow and you can experience and you understand people better whenever that happens. The problem comes when you start to think that you are a failure because you fell short. We all fall short. That's what learning is all about. That's what life is about. It's what you do with it that determines whether you're successful or not. So the next time that you think, I messed that up, I'm a failure, please catch yourself and recognize, I messed that up, I'm not a failure. Okay? You're doing great. Keep it up, Bobcats. Now if you would please stand with us and recite the Pledge of Allegiance with us. If you have a hat on, please remove your hat. I pledge allegiance to the flag of